now on Career Day. Grab your hiking boots, folks. Today we're exploring a career that's on the wild side.
If you love being outdoors, if you love hiking or camping, this may be the job for you.
From Yellowstone to Yosemite, America's beloved national parks have been inspiring tourists and sightseers since the early 1900s.
Let's catch that one up there.
Years later, these modern-day hotspots are just as pristine today, thanks to park rangers like Glen Douglas, whose job is to protect and preserve.
What I love about my job is it blends my two passions, the love for the outdoors and being in law enforcement.
He's a law enforcement ranger for the National Park Service, a federal agency that oversees our country's cultural, natural, and historical landmarks.
And we have currently about 394 parks, national monuments, and national recreation areas throughout the country, from Alaska to Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands.
Glenn is stationed at the Santa Monica Mountains Recreation Area, an urban oasis just 30 miles outside of Los Angeles.
It's the largest urban park in the country, and it consists of about 150,000 acres.
Whether it's patrolling the rugged hills or supervising the sprawling shores, Glenn's office views are simply breathtaking. Still, being a law enforcement ranger isn't a walk in the park.
Every day is an adventure. I could be on an ATV, I could be doing a search and rescue, and we also do wildland firefighting. Angeles LE76, I located the lost party. Can you notify LE County?
And as a medically trained professional, he's often the first to respond to ailing or injured hikers.
Keep your arm at that neutral position, okay? Just let me do all the work.
Educating tourists about flora and fauna is another exciting aspect of being a park ranger.
There's insects and worms inside the acorns, so they get two treats.
But protecting the planet is a job Glenn doesn't take lightly.
There are many land issues in this national park that we have to deal with, such as encroachments and vandalism, any destruction to government property, such as fences and gates.
Being a steward of the earth is second nature to Glenn. After all, he's been an outdoor enthusiast since he was a kid.
I would go out into the woods and build these elaborate trails. I didn't realize at that time I was building the foundation to work as a National Park Service ranger.
Glenn's professional path started when he first served in the military.
Right after high school, I joined the U.S. Navy, and I stayed in the Navy for 9 years.
After completing his naval duty, he discovered his dream career at a job fair.
The National Park Service was there. I gave them my application, and I waited for about 2 weeks, and they gave me a call.
Even though it was Glenn's military experience that led him to becoming a park ranger, he suggests taking a more traditional route for a career like his.
What makes my job rewarding at the end of the day is I have the opportunity to protect these great lands for future generations.
With 20 years of experience under his belt, Glenn still considers it an honor working in the wilderness.
Even though I have a military background, I recommend anyone who wants to be a National Park Service ranger to go to college and get a degree in subjects like history, biology, and environmental science.
With an outlook like that, it's clear to see why this park ranger is one happy camper.